Rasmussen up against the Thai combination Jomkoh and Kedren. This is the top half of the draw, as you can see, and the current world number ones, they're in here as well, Ranki Reddy and Shetty, and the beaten finalists from 2019, Aaron Cha and Solwi Eek. So the players make their way onto court.
And Jomkoh and Kedren.
So the two pairs announced to the fans. It's always a very dramatic entry for the players with the master of ceremonies. And it's something that the Danes are fairly familiar with, because this is their 11th consecutive appearance at the All England Championships. This will be a fourth meeting between these two pairs, and the Danes have won all three previous. But the last time they played, it was 3 games. That was at the French Open last year, 2019, in the deciding
serve to Kim on that side, thank you.
So, Jomkoh and Kedren have chosen to serve, and means the Danes have been able to choose ends. Mind you, when we watched the Danes in their first round match, they chose to serve rather than ends. We commented on that at the time. The left-hander, Kim Astrup, turned 32 earlier this month, in fact 8 days ago. He was born in Herning, and they're 1 place down from their career high of 3, where they spent 4 consecutive weeks throughout November last year. And Rasmussen also has had a recent birthday. He turned 35 last month. He was born in Jomkoh, which is about 20 kilometres south of Aarhus. They reached the final of the Indonesian Masters. That was a 500 event earlier this year. And in the first round, they beat the Popov brothers, the left-handed Christo and his older brother Tom Jr. That was fairly comfortable, wasn't it, in just 30 minutes. So to the pair from Thailand, and this is Jomkoh, 27 years of age. 170, well, they have him down at 180. I had him down at 170. So he's a bit taller than I thought he was. They went up 2 places on the world ranking after their quarter-final at the French Open last week, up to number 30, but they have been as high as 21. Kittinupong Kedren is 27 years of age. He's from Songkhla, which is in southern Thailand, near the border with Malaysia. He's a former world junior champion, incidentally, in the men's doubles, with Dichapong Puavaranukroh, who has gone on to become one of the very best mixed doubles players in the world. So as you can see, both pairs had French opponents in the first round, Luca Corvée and Ronan Labar for the Thai pair, and they had to come from 18-20 down in the opening game before winning it 26-24, comfortable in the second. Amanda Balaam of England is our umpire for this one, and Paul de Kuiper of the Netherlands, the service judge. Well, they've reached at least a quarter-final in their last 4 tournaments, have Jomkoh and Kedren. Well, they're obviously in good form. And when you think that last year they had 19 first or second round losses from only 20 tournaments played, it's a remarkable transformation. Best this year was a semi-final in their home event, the Thailand Masters 300. Rejuvenated as a pair, and that's good to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Kim Astrup and Rasmussen, Denmark. Supak Jomkoh and Kitinupong Kedren, Thailand. Kitinupong Kedren to serve to Kim Astrup. Love all. Play.
So Jomkoh and Kedren getting this match underway against the silver medalists from last year's World Championships, Astrup and Rasmussen. Oh, that's good play from Supak Jomkoh. Steen, any theories as to why and how the Thai pair have suddenly made an impact on world badminton, having struggled for so long last year?
Not really. I've made the same observations as you did, Jill, that suddenly they got something going. So perhaps self-confidence is, we know that is always a key factor when you're a badminton player.
Any sport, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And in all honesty, they should have won the previous encounter against the Danes, Astrup and Rasmussen, in second round of no, it was the quarterfinal of the French Open, French Open 2023 in Rennes. They were in a good position to take the victory, but the Danes fought back and ended up winning the tournament. So maybe they've said to themselves, okay, we're actually close to beating the tournament winners, so we can play as well. And we saw that last week when they defeated Liu Chen and Wu Shunyi in the French Open 2024.
Yes, that's the point. I mean, they've had, the Thai pair have had good results. It's not just that they've been at the latter stages of tournaments. I remember in India, they beat the then world #1s, or the #1 seeds, the Anwei Peng and Wang Chang as well.
I think they need some specific playing conditions. If the playing conditions are too fast, then I feel they struggle. Kitinupong Kedren, he's not the tallest of athletes, and his attack is not the hardest. So a little bit slower playing conditions, then his defense is helped a little bit. Doesn't make a whole lot of difference for his attack, but his speed of movement come into play. He's so quick on his feet, especially making an impact on the front court.
Yeah. Yes, his lack of height. He's only 5'4" or 163.
Great play by Jomkoh there, showing how to turn around defense.
Service over. 3-5.
Oh, it's landed on the back line. That's a super shot.
6-3.
The Danes continuously goes into this flat game here. I think they're getting their noses punched.
So they've got to slow it down and look for angles.
Yes, and like we saw here, when Kedren is at the back court, played outside of his reach. So he has to move before he can hit.
Looked a little bit tentative there. Rasmussen. Surely didn't think that was going wide, did he? Maybe he did.
Out.
And a tumble zone from Kedren.
Yeah, I think it might have been. Let's have a look. Yes, it was.
And touch the total tape. Standing too far back, the Danes. Kim Astrup frustrated outside the picture.
Service over. 9-5.
There it is.
Service over. 6-9.
What's been said by the coaches?
Thomas Stavngård, he said,
Can you repeat it, or should we edit it?
no, we don't have to edit it. I was about to amplify it. He said, either you move forward or you're out of the national team. That's not what he said, but that's what he meant.
Thomas Stavngård is never one to mince his words, is he?
They placed a microphone down close to him, and they don't need that.
11-6.
So it is an 11-6 lead at the mid-game interval in favour of Supak Jomkoh and Kedren Kedren. The Danes have been outplayed at the moment.
มันจะชวนอยู่หน้าคนอยู่หน้าต้องเซฟตัวเองให้เร็วคนเป็นเท่าไหร่
mod hjørnet, de lille mand derovre. Så står vi ikke nede på baglinjen, så træder vi frem. Så når han laver et drop, der kommer ned med sne på, så står vi op på den. Og hvis han slår lige ud i luften, så kan vi skubbe den af eller trykke den ned til ham igen. Men vi bliver nødt til at have noget bevægelse på og jage det hegn her. Og jage hegnet, det er ikke hernede fra, det er op på nettet her. Kom så, gang på derinde her.
skal stoppe bolden af, ud mod hjørnet, stop af.
So 11-6 the advantage to Jomkoh and Kedren. So what did Thomas Stavngård come up with this time, Steve?
We didn't hear the first of it, and I think maybe that's quite okay. But he said we have to either block it or play towards the corners, and especially when Kedren is at the back corner and we play out towards the corners, we move forward so that we're not waiting, we're not being passive. But I actually think the Danes have been rather passive since they were up 17-14 in the second game in Paris last week against Hoki and Kobayashi. They became passive, they moved slow. Now they played the Popo brothers in the first round Tuesday, and I mean, the Popo brothers, they're not doubles specialists, so they didn't have to play at the exact right pace that they are required to do now and be as specific in their shots. And that's going to be the challenge for the Danes, to raise the pace both in speed of movement and speed of thought.
Yeah. Well, they had the most marvellous run last year, didn't they, the Danes? They were in 5 finals in 7 tournaments that they played. And by the end of the year, 6 finals in 9 tournaments. Their last 9 tournaments, they won 5 titles. From their 6 finals, the only final they lost was the World Championship final to Kangmin Kyo and Sosian Jae. And that was 3 games, wasn't it?
Yeah, they won the first game.
That run last year all started with the gold at the European Games. Following week, they won the Canadian Open, also won Hong Kong and the Arctic Open in Finland, and the French Open.
Speaking of self-confidence, because they had a pretty poor year up until that European Games.
So it can flick like a
Yes.
switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super pressure. Fantastic play by Kedren and Jomkoh.
Service over.
Yeah, what he lacks in height, Kedren Kedren, he makes up for in enthusiasm.
Yeah. And from Dane's point of view, when he's at the backcourt, they need to put pressure on him with the lifts and then move forward. And of course, from a Thai point of view, they just keep on working as hard as they've done so far.
15-10.
They're so fast onto everything.
They are.
Supak Jomkoh also plays a very fine mixed doubles.
Service over. 11-16.
He played his mixed doubles earlier today. Bilson Plan. And sadly for them, they lost out to Ye Wei Hong and Lee Chia Sin. Look at that.
Fantastic front court play by Jomkoh. Wow.
Brilliance. Utterly brilliant.
Service over.
Fast and furious.
Yeah.
17-11.
So it's return is placed exactly where the Danes wanted.
12-17.
Now you see, I like that. That was a nice variation, and Kim Astrup simply couldn't deal with the change in pace. Look at that defence from Kedren. Can't settle in his defence. He's gone long of the back line. This is just extraordinary play.
And I think the Thais' attack, very successful attack, has shocked the Danes, and that was the one that caused Kim Astrup to try and play a creative shot here. He really should have just lifted it. There was no chance of that shot being successful.
That is a very odd
Challenge
challenge indeed.
unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 19-12. Play.
And there was the tactical challenge, and
just to get a break and recompose the thoughts, but it hasn't worked in the Danes' favour.
Game point.
There are
12.
8 game point opportunities for Jomkoh and Kedren.
missed it.
Opening game, 21-12. And the Danes, at the moment, look to be in a spot of bother.
21-12.
21-12, then I make just a little over 14 minutes.
เซตเกมที่ดีเซตเกมอย่างเงี้ยถูกต้องแล้วเวลาเราตัวด้านโผล่ขาก้าวที่เราทุกจอดแล้วโดน2 ทีแล้วบางทีเราเสิร์ฟเปียกมาเสิร์ฟเข้าโฟร์ตัวมือขวาตึ๊กเข้าไปอย่างเงี้ยเลี่ยงมาทาง
Så må du ligge og prikke den af ud mod stolperne her, ikke? Det vigtigste er, at vi kommer ind og støtter hinanden nu her, og får noget lyd på derinde. Ja. Men det nytter ikke noget, vi bare sætter fart. Så får de alt, hvad de vil have, så kan de flyve frem og tilbage, og de er lynhurtige, og de er ligeglade, om de spiller opad eller nedad, hvad de gør. Vi bliver nødt til at komme ind og krive nogle ting, og vi bliver nødt til også at komme ind og spille noget foran på returen, og på defensiven for at spille nogle korte her på dem også, ikke?
egen side på returen. Ja.
Kushman Claus spiller foran Supak, og slår de der altså op.
Ja, hvis vi kan få noget bredde på nogle Supak server, så går de rent ned, ellers kan dem op. Men det vigtigste er, lige nu der spiller et slag, og så står vi og kigger. Ikke? En af gangen her for ting til gang, og så skal vi have nogle server op i løbet.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game. Not all. Play.
Well, Jomkoh and Kedren were so fast in that opening game. On to everything. I'm guessing Thomas Stanwell has come up with some suggestions as to how to counteract that.
Yeah, there were lots of things the Danes needed to do better. I don't know where to start. They have to. He feels that they're playing only one shot and then hoping that that's going to do the trick. He also feels that they don't block enough. That's the service return that they want to do when Jomkoh is serving outside of the reach of Kedren. That has actually been very successful. That's probably the thing that's worked best for the Danes in the first game. They want to block shots, take pace out of it. They say, as Stanwell says, that no matter what, if the pace, they play with pace even from a little below the tape or above the tape, and they're beating us in pace. So pace is the enemy for the Danes and the goal for the Thai pair at the moment.
This is certainly a much better start to the second game by the Danes. They were 1-4 down in the first, and 1-4 up in the second.
It was a bit lucky for the Danes there. The first defense was very weak, and Jomkoh made it to the middle of the court, more or less. He could find his second smash from there.
The Thai coach, Sanapan Visvas, the gentle giant. He's a lovely individual. And he won't be happy with his men at the start of this second game. And that's a good shot from Astrup. Six straight points. You know, Steve, here's a fun fact for you. No players from Thailand have ever won an All-England title.
Yeah, that's extraordinary.
Yeah.
Rajnath came close.
Twice.
Yeah.
2000 And 13 and 17.
But also, I guess that's since the inception of All England 125 years ago, not the Open era we're talking about.
We're talking about in the 113 previous. Yeah.
And that's astonishing because they had some really good players also in the late 60s or so.
That's right.
Not that I necessarily recall it, but I can read the history books as well. A certain Charon Watanasin.
That's right. It is remarkable to me, Steve, how a match changes so dramatically. Whether it's the psychology of the different ends.
There's definitely something to it because the Danes don't have to think too much about the drift lengthwise. At least they don't think so.
Yeah.
But it's been the pair on the opposite end that has been able to attack almost the entire match.
And that's hitting against the drift,
Yes.
worked out.
Yes. It's gone wide.
So 11-1, the lead to the Danes here at the start of the second game.
Vi fortsætter med at spille, så vi kan spille dueller. Vi kan sagtens spille dueller. Vi skal ikke spille langsomt, vi skal komme hurtigt på bolden, men vi kan ikke lave det sådan. Og hvis jeg ikke afgør den her, så står der Superman over på den anden side. Ikke? Nu spiller vi får også reddet den over, når vi løfter. Ikke?
Gode drej i dippen der.
Gode drej i dippen. Godt, vi skærer på den første og kommer med og bevæger os. Ikke? Vi skal ikke spille sådan, at hvis vi får den over en gang, hvor der ikke er kvalitet på, så banker vi imod.
เราฝึกซ้อมเกมนี้มาถูกต้องปะถูกต้องปะไม่ได้ซ้อมเหรอเกมด่าสู้ไม่ได้ซ้อมใช่ไหมทำอะไรอะเกมด่าสู้แล้วดู
11-1.
So 11-1 the lead, and I'm guessing, Steen, that Thomas Stangor is willing to have Rasmussen and Astrup back in the national team again.
I think so, but it's close still. No, he was satisfied and trying to induce some self-confidence in them and say, just because we make one bad shot, we shouldn't believe that it's Superman that's standing on the other side. We can still play as long as we move and move our feet
12.
and follow up, help each other, play as a unit instead of two separate players.
Service foul called.
Service foul called, too high, says our service judge.
13-2.
Paul de Kuiper of the Netherlands. Well, I can really hardly believe the dramatic turnaround in this match.
Service over. 3-14. Service over. 15-3. Service over. 4-15.
Oh, dear me.
There's a psychological effect in this second game here, where from Danish perspective, they want to close it out as big as possible, and for the Thais, they want to get back and show that in the eventual second part of the third game, they can play on this near side here. On the other hand, now they might be so far behind that they don't want to sort of show their hand in terms of what kind of game plan they're going to employ in the third game. But it's going to be psychological tough for the Thais to know that they've lost this second game so big that they probably need a rather big lead in the third game.
19-4.
Because we're only 2 points away now from a third and deciding game.
Service fault called, too high.
Service fault called.
Service over, 5-19.
Good return, and it's game point opportunities.
Service over,
A whole host of them for the Danes to force a deciding game. Oh, that's brilliant. What a turnaround in the match by the World Championship silver medalist Kim Astrup and Anders Rasmussen. 21.
Vi skal ud fra starten, men vi skal først til 21, vi skal ikke først til svøm. Hvis det ikke bliver den samme start, så skal vi bare kæmpe for det og spille med overskud.
Det er vigtigt,
Kommer ikke foran 11.
Det er vigtigt, at vi kommer hurtigt på bolden og får lagt den af. Og vi ikke bare går ind og tager slåskampen med dem, ikke?
Jo.
Så, og det gør ikke noget, vi har en overspil. Vi er kommet super fint ud af defensiven. Altså, vi skal lade os slå det som, at vi skal lave en vinder med det samme, ikke? Duellerne skal hænge sammen, så 2 og 4 hænger sammen. Vi behøver ikke at kunne gå op, og den skal slås ned første gang. Eller vi skal gribe træerne.
ดูนี่เราทำอะไรบ้างเกมทำอะไรบ้างจะอัดเพื่ออย่างเดียวพอชนะปุ๊บยังติดลมอยู่เลยชนะเขาติดลมอยู่เลยพอเขาเปลี่ยนเกมมาปุ๊บชอบแตกถูกไหมถูกไหม
Well, the players for the next match warming up in the training area, and of course our next match is Carolina Marin, the former world and Olympic champion. And on the far court there I can see the Asian champion Wan Shi-yi. Asian champion, I think back in 2022. Players never know exactly when they're coming onto court because all the matches are followed by. Got to keep warm, got to keep alert.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Final game. Love all. Play.
So here we go, third and deciding game. What a super return of serve from
over.
Supak Jomkoh.
1 love.
Anything new from Thomas Stangl?
No, it was what he's been reiterating throughout the match, that work together, don't go for one-hit wonders.
Service over.
And trying to again pile on confidence. Says to the Danes they can lift, they can stand their ground in the defense. They didn't do it in the first game, but we know that they have a pretty decent defense. They were just playing way too slow, or rather Kedren and Jomkoh, they were playing at an amazing pace in the first game.
Yeah. But it's all important in doubles to be hitting in a downward direction.
Yeah, that's been the development, that it's difficult to win from a defensive attitude or approach to it. It can help you, like we see most profound with the World Champions coming into, but it's attack that's winning.
Yeah.
I think the doubles play is over time, just like the singles players, but it's much more profound with the doubles players. They've become much more athletic. So in the men's doubles, each player is capable of covering at least 80% of the court alone with good shots.
I think the last pair that really relied on their defence to win the All England steam was 12 years ago. The late Jomkoh and Lee Yong-dae.
Yes.
Ever since then, it's all been about attacking play.
So it's over 3-2.
Late on both those shots, Anders Rasmussen.
Service over.
I know he was struggling with a sore shoulder leading up to these two tournaments in Paris and Birmingham. I wonder if that's sort of also rubbed off on the movement. Because sometimes it's easier to get up in pace when you are hitting hard, and I assume that he hasn't been doing that a whole lot in practice as of late.
No, but I did notice last week he was wearing heavy strapping on his arm because he called for the medic, didn't he, and got some cool spray. I don't think his shoulder is strapped today.
No, it isn't.
So presumably he's feeling a little better. That's just missed.
5-3.
Wow, look at these exchanges. No, it's dramatic to watch, but I'm not sure that's the wisest of things as far as the Danes are concerned.
It makes it a little bit more 50-50. Maybe even a little advantage to Jomkoh and Kedren.
Oh, that's a perfect smash. Right in between the two Thai players.
5-all. Service over. 6-5.
He was late, Kim Astrup. He didn't move. Brilliant play from Kedren. But one of the things about moving is also to show your partner what are you actually covering, so that he can have a better idea of what he has to cover.
Yeah.
So it's over. 6-7.
Oh, that's good rotational play by the Thai pair. Oh, behind the back! In the end, to no avail. My goodness, that's an exciting rally.
8-6.
It's Kim Astrup that plays behind the back. It's a remarkable shot. Nice shot.
That's the way to do it from the Danish perspective. I don't know if you saw it, but he took at least half step forward, Anders Rasmussen, and then he's got options in his defense.
There, yes, I can see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he steps half a step backwards, he's got no options. It will go upwards and upwards and upwards, and Jomkoh will be activated on the other side.
8-all, deciding game. Well, a wonderful block from Astrup and an even better net shot from Kedren. Look at this. That just crawls over the net. Brilliant.
I think if I were the Thais, I would be inclined to use some flick serves to get the rally started. See, they're below anyway from the beginning of the rally. I actually have a feeling that they might not be serving that well with that high accuracy on the low serves. The Danes have been able to pressurize a lot of them.
Just enough pace on that return to make it awkward for Astrup.
Yeah.
It's clever. Yeah. So there's only going to be 1 point in it at the changer ends. But who will have that advantage? Yeah, that's steep. I know it wasn't the best of lifts, but it was still very efficiently put away by Rasmussen. So the advantage is with the Danes. 11-10, they lead in the deciding game.
Alle var tur og gå ud på siden af os her. Så vores bagmand skal med frem og have de der små prik, som vi har her. Ikke? Og så spiller ind over hovedet, så har vores formand.
Man skal bare ikke foran sit pak, den sidste, du laver. Det er helt rigtigt. Ja. Altså.
Ja, og prik ned i mellembanen til ham den anden.
Frem og prik op i skeen.
Ja, og så står vi side side, når vi ligger og laver de prik der, fordi så kommer man på kryds og tværs. Ikke?
เองเดินเข้ามาหาลูกหน่อยเหมือนเขาอะอะไรเข้าใจป่ะเกมออกมาเป็นเกมอะไรคือเกมรับเขาเปลี่ยนเป็นบุกเกมรับออกมาเป็นด่าสู้ชวนเลยชวนด่าสู้แล้วด่าสู้เองแม่งหยองออกด่าสู้เองแทนที่จะได้บ่นแล้วได้บ่นอยู่เรื่อยแล้วเซตตัวเองดี
So play resumes, the Danes with a 1 point advantage, and Steen, at the end of the second game, you were alluding to the fact that the Thai pair really needed a bit of an advantage because they lost the second game from this end of the court by such a large margin, 21-5. They haven't got that. In fact, they've got a deficit at the change of ends as they're the back level now.
Yeah, but hopefully they've got a better plan now.
Yeah.
And haven't revealed it to the Danes in the second game what they're trying to do, but obviously attack is the key. The attack could very well be a flat game as well, as far as Jomkoh and Kedren is concerned. Good play by Jomkoh.
12-11.
Instead of sort of continuing to chase in the flat game, playing it long, and Rasmussen a little bit too impatient. It's so easy to say for us up here.
Yeah. mistake. And by the time Kedren
It's over.
realised that and tried to play the shot instead, it was too late.
Now the Danes talked about getting the service return towards the corners. I would try and do the same if I were Jomkoh and Kedren, towards the back court corners. Really, that's directly on the racket of Astrup.
That looked a nervous shot to me.
So it's over. 13-12. Service fault called.
Service fault called again on Kedren.
13-all.
It's the second time he's been faulted. It's point for point at the moment. He's back so quickly.
He's
for
so
that.
quick on his
It's
feet.
over.
Yeah.
14-13.
I think actually it might be an idea to flick with a bit of extra height on. It's difficult to manage to get back in your own stance when you're defending that attack. That's the way to do. Oh, that's a pity.
So it's over.
Is there a challenge or no?
No, I don't think so.
14-all.
That's exactly what they wanted, Kedren and Jomkoh. Game going on their premises, so to speak. Either attack or a fast-paced flat game a little bit above the tape.
14-all.
Good play.
Brilliant.
Excellent.
Kedren
Service
going
over.
forward to the net,
15-14.
taking everything in front of him as well. He was stepping into shots from the front of the court.
He's quick forward there.
Oh, good rally. Brilliant!
Kedren drops his racket out of joy.
16.
I've never seen it before.
Meanwhile, his opponent tosses his racket in the air in frustration. Isn't that extraordinary? Here he goes, drops his racket. Two-point cushion. A tie combination. The call from Kim Astrup to his partner of out, and it was a wise call. There's never been more than 2 points in it in this deciding game.
I have a little advantage to Kedren and Jomkoh here because I feel they're sort of imposing the game upon the Danes.
Oh, he was really off balance when he played that. Sutak Jomkoh.
16-all.
So all level once more. believe it. Well, there was a call from one of the Danes to leave it at the back of the court. They scrambled it back.
17,
and watch this
16.
final shot. Bounces over the tent by Supak Jomkoh.
And again, a brilliant lift by Jomkoh. I saw it earlier in this game when the Danes try to change things. They sometimes both push forward. So a lift once in a while is the key to keep them back. And if that is successful, then the Thais have the upper hand the way I see it.
Well, what a thrilling, deciding game.
There's too much pace for the Danes.
18-16.
Super fast play by Kedren and Jomkoh. They had a similar situation last year in French Open, like this, Kedren and Jomkoh. Ended up losing.
Yes, it was 21-19 deciding game. Brilliant. Oh, it's not way in. Oh, he's going to challenge that.
That's another tactical challenge. He was standing there looking at it,
And that looked
disgusted.
as if it was inside the back line. But we are a very long, long way away. Here we go. What does the instant review make of that? We both thought it was in. This is crucial. Here we go. Yeah. Who needs Hawkeye when you've got eagle eye gel? Inside edge of the line, I said, Steen.
Yeah. It's good to hear you've regained your self-confidence as well here after the start of the tournament.
I've definitely got the right glasses on now. So 2 points away from a place in the quarter-final. What would be a 5th quarter-final in 5 tournaments played. That one's gone long.
So it's over. 17-19.
That's gone long as well. Oh, the nerves are jangling.
18-19.
So often in sports it comes down to which player, which athlete can hold their nerve. Well, that's gone right as
What a
well.
tumble serve from Kim Astrup.
19 all.
What happened there?
Good smash from Kedren Kedren. And the Thai combination are on the verge of victory.
19.
And the first All-England quarter-final. Never previously beyond the first round. Match point to Jomkoh and Kedren. Has pushed wide, and indeed the Thai combination, they keep their run of good form going. A 5th consecutive quarter-final or better in the last 5 tournaments that they've played. 21-19 in the deciding game. That was quite remarkable. And the number 4 seeds, the World Championship silver medalists from last year, Kim Astrup and Anders Rasmussen, are out of this year's All England Championships. What a fabulous match.
Kedren, 21, 12, 15, 25, 21, 21, 19.
So 21-12, 5-21, 21-19 in a match just shy of 50 minutes. What a performance by this Thai combination. Another huge upset at the All England Championships. Miss the final rally, the return of serve error from Rasmussen, pushes it wide, and the frustration for the Danes contrasted by the joy for the Thai pair. Through to the quarter-final. And that was a simply fantastic performance by Jomkoh and Kedren. Welcome back to Birmingham in England, and the reason I say that is because there's at least 30 other Birminghams in the universe, including one crater on the moon. And of course, I think most people would also think about Alabama in America. But we're definitely in Birmingham in England and the All England Championships. And